So the other day, in one of my first videos I made on the channel, I made mention of the book The Undiscovered Self by Carl Jung, and I talked about how it was probably one of the most influential books I had ever read. This is one of the covers of what it looks like. And it was written in, it says 57-58 was the copyright date, so quite a bit of time ago. And I'm not going to get deep into the book, but I am going to make probably a series of videos referencing this book because I do think the idea of the individual is one of the main things that needs to be rejuvenated across probably all populations right now. But I'm just going to read you two things from chapter 1 of this book that, remember, this is written in 57-58, that is unbelievable how accurate the depiction of what's going on is right now. And it says, there are groups sheltered by humanitarianism and our sense of justice that are ready to spread their negative infectious ideas with nothing to stop them except the logic and critical reasoning of a mental, stable stratum of the population. We cannot overestimate the thickness of this stratum. It varies in accordance to where you are and with overall national temperament, and it is more locally dependent on public education, with factors of politics and economics playing a role in the equation. Well, that's pretty much exactly what's going on right now, isn't it? And I'm a teacher, so the idea of public education and national temperament mixed with local ideas that are important at the time based on where you are, maybe California, maybe Texas, maybe Florida, maybe Chicago or Illinois, right? But depending on where you are, certain things are going on. But if that doesn't paint a spot-on picture of what's going on right now, I don't know what does. So I'm going to make some more videos that are referencing this book. I don't know if I'm going to do a chapter-by-chapter map of the book and talk about each chapter, because each chapter is pretty important in its own right. Like I said before, the book isn't very long. It's 7 chapters in total. The first chapter is the plight of the individual in modern society. Chapter 2 is religion as a counterbalance to mass-mindedness. Chapter 3 is the position of the West on the questions of religion. Chapter 4 is the individual's understanding of himself. Chapter 5 is philosophical and psychological approach to life. Chapter 6 is self-knowledge, and Chapter 7 is the meaning of self-knowledge. So all these are definitely important factors in the total equation, but I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to map this thing out yet to make concise videos that really hit the soul concept of what's being poked at here. So we'll see how this goes. It's going to be a ride for me and whoever else is watching this, but think about that. Do not overestimate the thickness of this stratum. So even when things start to turn around and maybe are looking better, keep on keeping on, right? Keep fighting the good fight, guys.